we're diving into something that I think a lot of people are curious about.
Mm-hmm.
Crypto versus stocks.
Yes.
Now, we only have this one source for this deep dive, and
Right.
it kind of cuts off in the middle, which I think actually makes it even more interesting.
It really does. We get to speculate a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we get to talk about what we do have and then sort of figure out, like,
Yeah.
where were they going with this? What was the ultimate point? What other arguments were they going to bring up?
Right.
But before we even get into all of that, I think it's worth just taking a step back and sort of defining what we're even talking about here.
Absolutely.
So for somebody who has maybe heard these words thrown around, crypto, stocks, but doesn't really know what they are.
Sure.
Could you just give a quick little definition of each of those?
Sure. So stocks, or sometimes people call them equities, are basically a way to have a piece of ownership in a company. So you can buy a share of a company, and that represents a tiny little ownership stake in that company.
So I'm like a mini CEO.
Kind of. You get to kind of ride the wave of the company's success or failure.
Got it.
So if the company does well, the stock price generally goes up and you make money.
Okay.
If the company doesn't do well, the stock price might go down and you could lose money.
Okay, makes sense.
You could also get dividends, which are payments that companies sometimes make to their shareholders based on their profits.
Okay.
And there are also other benefits. Sometimes you get voting rights as a shareholder.
Interesting.
But the main idea is that you're owning a little piece of a company.
Okay, so that's stocks or equities.
That's stock.
And then there's crypto.
Yes. And so cryptocurrency is digital money that's secured by cryptography.
Cryptography.
Which is kind of a complex way of saying it. It's like a code that makes it very difficult to counterfeit or double spend.
So it's secure?
Very secure. And one of the big appeals of cryptocurrency is that it operates independently of a central bank or government. It's decentralized.
So like no Federal Reserve.
Exactly. No Federal Reserve.
Wow. Okay, so this source that we have, it jumps right into the allure of crypto.
Right.
And
when people are excited about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it talks about this potential for high returns.
Yes.
So can you talk a little bit about, like, what is it about crypto that makes people think, oh, I could make a lot of money really quickly?
I think one of the big things is just the history of Bitcoin, for example, which was the first cryptocurrency.
Right.
People who got in early, who bought Bitcoin when it was worth, pennies or even fractions of a penny, have seen just astronomical returns.
Yeah.
So there's that allure of like, oh, I could get in on the next Bitcoin.
Right, the next big thing.
Yeah, and then there's also the idea that, because it's decentralized and it's not controlled by governments, it could be this sort of
like a revolution?
Yeah, a revolution of finance, a new way of doing things, a way to kind of break free from the traditional financial system.
So there's almost like two sides of it. It's the potential to make a lot of money really quickly.
Right.
But then it's also this idea of kind of sticking it to the man a little bit.
Yeah, there's definitely an element of that for sure.
And I think that that's something that's really important to consider.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about, okay, do I want to put my money in crypto or do I want to put my money in stocks?
Absolutely.
Because they're so different.
They are very different. And it's important to go beyond just those surface level, those emotional appeals.
Right.
And really understand the underlying...
The fundamentals.
Yeah, the fundamentals.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. Like, what are some of the things that people should really be thinking about when they're comparing these two?
Well, one thing that comes to mind is the volatility that we were just talking about. Crypto is notoriously volatile. The prices can swing wildly.
Right.
Sometimes in a single day, you could see a cryptocurrency go up 20% and then down 15%.
Wow.
So if you're not comfortable with that kind of roller coaster ride, crypto might not be for you.
Right. Because I know I'm getting a little bit older, but like I'm not really into roller coasters.
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
I don't know if I can handle my money going up and down like that every day.
And to that point, stocks also have their risks, of course.
Right.
But they tend to be a bit more stable, especially if you're investing in well-established companies.
Like blue chip companies.
Exactly.
Or what are they called? ETFs?
ETFs, yeah. Exchange traded funds.
Yeah.
Which are basically baskets of stocks.
Right.
So you're diversifying your risk.
That makes sense.
So that's one thing, volatility.
Okay.
Another thing to think about is just the nature of what you're investing in.
Okay.
When you buy a stock, like we said, you're owning a piece of a company.
Right.
That company has assets, it has operations, it has, a board of directors, it has employees.
This is a tangible thing.
It's a tangible thing, exactly.
You can go visit the headquarters if you want to.
Right, you can go visit the factory,
Yeah.
you can, see the products that they make.
You can look them up on Google Maps.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency, on the other hand, is much more intangible.
Yeah.
It's based on this technology, this blockchain technology,
Right.
which is very powerful and very innovative, but it's not something you can physically touch or see.
Right. It's all digital.
It's all digital.
And so its value is really derived from belief.
Right. It's based on belief and adoption.
Right. Like more people believing in it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the more people use it, the more it's integrated into different systems,
Right.
the higher the value potentially could go.
Interesting. So it's almost like this self-fulfilling prophecy.
In a way.
The more people believe in it, the more valuable it becomes.
Yeah. And that can be true of stocks too, to some extent.
Right.
But with stocks, you at least have that underlying business
Right.
that's generating revenue, hopefully generating profits.
It's tied to something.
Yeah, it's tied to something real.
Okay, this is really interesting, and I know we only have part of this source material, but
Yes.
I almost feel like the fact that it cuts off
Yeah.
right where it does
Yeah.
is almost like a metaphor for this whole thing.
I see what you mean.
Like we have this limited information.
Yeah.
We have these two paths that we can go down,
Right.
stocks, crypto.
Right.
They both have their pros and cons.
Absolutely.
But it's ultimately up to each individual to decide.
To weigh the risks and the rewards.
Exactly, and to do their own research.
Absolutely.
And to really think about what their financial goals are.
Right.
What their risk tolerance is.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I guess what I would say to all of our listeners is that this is not financial advice.
Mhm.
We are not saying go buy crypto or go buy stocks.
Right.
This is purely for informational purposes.
It's educational purposes only.
And we hope that this deep dive has given you some things to think about.
Yeah, some food for thought.
And hopefully you'll continue to explore this topic
Absolutely.
because it is fascinating.
It really is, and it's constantly evolving.
Right.
So what's true today might not be true tomorrow.
Exactly.
So stay curious, keep learning.
And I'm really curious to hear what our listeners think.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think the rest of that source material was going to say?
Where do you think the argument was headed?
So leave us a comment, send us an email, let us know your thoughts.
And maybe we'll do a follow-up deep dive
Yeah, that's a great idea. I think we should do a part 2 on this.
with more sources.
With more sources and maybe even some listener input.
That would be great. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, this has been really interesting. I've learned a lot, even though we only had this little snippet.
Me too. It's amazing how much you can unpack from just a few pages.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle, like you said.
Absolutely.
It's a financial mystery.
And the mystery continues.
The mystery continues.
Until next time.
Until next time. Thanks for listening, everybody.
And keep those brains buzzing.
See ya.
See ya.